Hello, kings, queens, and peasants. Yes, I said peasants because some of you guys really be acting that way. It is King Casey, also known as Casey Valancourt, Emo Casey, Killer Casey, ACK, whatever. And I'm back again with another video. This one's going to be a little bit different, but the same as what I used to do. Same as like what I did with the Eshays video and the reacting to Asian racism video. If you're from Australia, you probably know that Jarryd Hayne has gone to jail. Yes, he has gone to jail. I didn't even know it was a thing up until the day that he got sentenced, because I was walking past the TV and I heard Jarryd Hayne is going to jail.
Jarryd Hayne has been sentenced to prison.
What? I don't really pay too much attention to mainstream media. I don't pay attention to TV. So some of you guys may have seen me on the podcast. Only 12 minutes of the actual conversation came out, which is kind of sad because old mate had some really inspiring things to say, but a couple of things that I want to point out in regards to what I was saying there before I was being cut off. I'll say it here now because I don't have somebody interrupting me and trying to put me on show. When I ask people, do you think he did it? More often than not, males would respond like, why would he? No, I don't think he did it. Why would he? He could get any girl that he wants. I'm sure R. Kelly could have also gotten any girl that he wants, but he still touched on little girls, didn't he? So invalid. Sorry. And that also brings me to the next point, that when somebody is constantly always being told yes, that when somebody says no, they don't take that well. And especially, look, I don't know Mr. Hayne from a freaking bar of soap, but within my experience of working behind bars and in hospitality, when people get to a certain point of intoxication, they become extremely aggressive and extremely pushy. Not saying that he does that, but I mean, the guy was on a 2-day bender or a 2-day bucks party. According to the taxi driver, he had 4 vodka cruisers in the taxi with him on the way to this girl's house. So I don't know. The other thing is, when I said that rape can happen in another room without people knowing about it, to clarify for the dummies that don't really comprehend, I mean that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of instances when family members commit foul acts in one room when the family is legit outside in another room. I get it. Some people that aren't that bright in the head won't understand. The other thing is that people think that rape has to be this extremely aggressive thing. And I think the narrative that some people can't comprehend is that rape can happen even in relationship. If someone says no, not even no, just no, it's a no. They don't need to say it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times for it to really mean no. Once is enough. If you are ever one of those people where you are about to get intimate with someone and the other person says no, but you make them feel bad for saying no, I think you should be considered a rapist. Last thing that I want to say is that we need to stop convincing ourselves that just because somebody is in the spotlight, that they're famous, that they're a celebrity, that they make money, that they're successful, that they don't have the ability to commit crimes. Because at the end of the day, they are humans too. They deal with the positive and the negative just as much as anybody. Just because somebody can freaking kick a ball really, really well or run really, really fast does not mean that they are a good person. Let me take it back to R. Kelly. Wasn't he the same? So I've got all of that out of the way for the dummies. Let's go to this article that I would like to read. And this one is posted on news.com.au by Candace Sutton. So, from superstar to rapist inmate, Jarryd Hayne's new life in prison. Jarryd Hayne woke up this morning to his new life as a convicted rapist and prison inmate. This is what lies ahead behind bars for the disgraced football superstar. Handcuffed and placed into a steel compartment inside a white prison van and taken to Parklea Prison in Western Sydney yesterday, disgraced football superstar Jarryd Hayne has begun his life as a jail inmate. He's now a convicted rapist with a prison number and a set of new green trackies. Sentenced to 3 years and 8 months. So funny because 338 was his number at the 49ers, right? So sentenced to 3 years and 8 months in prison for the rape of a young woman in 2018 and a maximum of 5 years and 9 months. A new chapter in the 33-year-old's life stretches before him. He has at least 1,309 days of being locked up in his cell for the night at around 3 p.m. after just 6 hours of daylight knocking around a yard with other prisoners. That's if high-profile Hayne ever gets out of his cage protection yard and into the main prison population. So wait, if you're in protection, does that mean you don't go out into the yard? So you just stay in your cell for the whole time? What? Anyways, the chaotic scenes which erupted outside Newcastle Courthouse on Thursday afternoon have only served to make him even bigger news to the crims waiting for his arrival. The spectacle will have at least ramped up the possibility of a rousing welcome for Hayne once he reaches his jail of sentence. As it was unfolding, Hayne was taken down the cells below Newcastle Court to wait for his prison transport. He was taken to Parklea Prison in Western Sydney for his prison induction. Taken to a holding cell with other handcuffed inmates, Hayne would have then been placed into a booth and ordered to undress completely. A naked Hayne was strip searched by a latex gloved officer and instructed to hand over his clothes. Damn, this is why street life is not the way, because you don't want to go to jail and have to deal with this, somebody literally violating you. This is a violation. I mean, surely with all the technology in this world that we have come up with, facial recognition and all of that, surely you can't do a body scan instead of touching on... disgusting. Anyways, dressed in his new prison greens, he posed by a height marker for his prison mugshot. Was this person there? Whoever wrote this article, was this person there? And it's like...
Yep, he is being placed into greens and a height marker. He is being strip searched and
Okay, then he was sat down for an interview with a jail officer and a justice health nurse. How annoying, if this lady was actually there, how annoying would it be seeing her sitting there and just like watching and this is what's happening. Anyway, he sat down for an interview with a jail officer and a justice health nurse about his mental well-being and whether he was fearful of any particular inmates. Obviously, not that he'd be fearful of any particular, but obviously his mental well-being would not be that great. I don't think anybody going through this prison sentence, justice, whatever you call this, is mentally going to be sound or stable. Just my thoughts and opinions, whatever. Marched up to an inception pod and then into a cell, Hayne would have been locked in on his own with a bed and mattress, a steel toilet bowl with no toilet seat and a tiny shower. If he was lucky, a TV bolted behind perspex to the wall could have bought him coverage of his exit from the outside world and his mate's contemptuous performance for the cameras. Oh my god. Hayne's high-profile status means he will be kept in protection and perhaps in a safe cell with no removable pieces of metal for some time. So I'm guessing that's because they don't want people to commit suicide. The level of cooperation with prison officers and compliance will predict whether he will be put on segregation. Somebody please explain what segregation is. Thanks, Pauline Hanson. Has got, see this, the photo of like the blood, my comments, right? This amount of blood does not just happen from, a fingernail cutting.
Hey, my fingernail must have just clipped you, that's all. There's nothing major, like it was just a little bit.
Oh my god, I'm not bleeding. Do you see that? And do you see how hard I did that? Oh my god, I'm not bleeding. No, mates. The only way this amount of blood could have come is if she was on her period, or if he literally freaking chomped on her, like just chomped away like freaking Jaws, mate. What are you, a human or an animal? Breakfast will be in his cell, a pack of cereal, slices of white bread, jam and sugar. White bread is so bad for you. Lunch also in his cell will be more bread in the form of sandwiches, plus a piece of fruit, and for dinner he will be served a perfectly nutritious meal, possibly chicken or pasta in a tinfoil tray. None of that sounds nutritious to me. A pack of cereal, slices of white bread, jam and sugar. Who eats sugar? Just like a packet of sugar? He will be able to use a gym once he is assigned his prison of sentence. High-profile inmates or offenders with risk-associated backgrounds, police, priests, or pedophiles. Oi, isn't it funny that all three of those aforementioned begin with P? Coincidence? I don't think so. Anyways, are sometimes sent to Cooma Correctional Centre in the Snowy Mountains foothills. Houses both minimum and medium security inmates. With a head of sentence of nearly 6 years, Hayne will probably be classified as a medium security inmate. Wherever he is housed, like all prison inmates, Hayne will be subject to cell searches when prison officers conduct regular sweeps for contraband such as drugs and mobile phones. There is a lot of words in this damn article. His high profile makes him more susceptible to violent attacks such as when Django O'Hara Brevilled bashed with a toaster inside a pillowcase. Athlete Adam Watt. What? I mean, as if like prison isn't hard enough, and then you've got a whole bunch of like men just like angry, just like contained in this container. His pregnant wife, his mother, and other family members and friends could apply to visit him once a week. Apart from Hayne's football career giving the notoriety that would make him a target in the yard, there is also the nature of his offence. While child sex offenders and child killers are deemed of lower status than rapists or adults, Hayne's offences against 2 different women have an alarmingly consistent hallmark. A Californian woman made an allegation to San Jose police against Hayne after she met him in a bar after a 49ers game on December 21st, 2015. In the San Jose case, police did not proceed with sexual battery and rape allegations. However, a civil suit by the woman, JV, was settled into 2019. JV, is that like the initials of the woman? Or does that mean something else? I don't know. As with the woman Hayne raped in September 2018 after a Bucks weekend in Newcastle, Hayne was intoxicated and performed an act, possibly biting, which left her with a genital injury. A San Jose police report says a woman who had gone home with Hayne in 2015 experienced sharp pain to her intimate area and woke up still in significant pain and a large pool of blood on the sheets. A doctor who examined the Australian victim said her injury looked like a bite. Jarryd Hayne's minimum sentence is due to expire in December 2024, less than 24 hours after his sentencing on Friday. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, look, a large pool of blood on the sheets. Again, unless these ladies were both coincidentally on their periods or they were both virgins, you don't just wake up in a large pool of blood. I don't know, man. This shit's just too much, eh? All I can say, realistically, guys, footy players, celebrities, whatever the heck yous are, stop focusing on sex. Guys and girls, stop focusing on sex. There is so much more out there to be focusing on than like banging and rooting. If you are in a high standard or in the spotlight or whatever, if you guys really want an outre, just go to a brothel. So this way you don't have to deal with like the, oh, I'm not into her, I tooted her and I'm not into her and now like I can't get rid of her because blah blah blah. Shut up. You guys don't want to deal with the headache? You seriously treat women like that? Wonder how you feel if your sister got treated like that. Different story, eh? Oh, but then you'll get those people, oh, my sister went. You don't know what your sister does. Okay, just like you hide shit from your family too. They probably hide shit from you. Oh, and also to the ladies, look, you want to get with a football player or like a celebrity or something for like bragging rights, by all means, boo, you do you. But you need to understand that there may be a potential that you may never speak to the person again. And look, there are some people that are okay with that, and there are some people that don't take that shit lightly. Women are very emotional. Guys, can you please understand that? Ladies, if you want to save yourself some heartache, stay away. Just stay away. I have personally had my own, which I will speak on. I just need my subscribers to maybe reach like 10,000. The West Tigers girl reveals all about her experiences with football player, singular or plural. You guys will not know until the video comes out. I'll give you a little snippet, right? Psych! I can't wait for the day that the world becomes less fixated on this type of low level, lowest of low chakras shit and starts focusing on high level vibration, high level chakra shit. Anyways, not many people will get that. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one. If you guys have made it this far into the video, you are a real one. You are the realest of the real. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Stay safe and stay blessed. I'll see you guys next week in the next video. Bye.